South of the Sea of Galilee, the biblical prophet Elisha healed the sick, raised the dead, and performed miracles. But what was life like during the time of the prophet? CBN News took an exclusive look at an archaeological site that sheds light on that era. And as I found out, it could contain the house of Elisha. This is Tel Rehovul in the Jordan Valley. During 16 years of digging, archaeologists uncovered a 3,000-year-old, well-planned city. They also found a unique building that might have been the house of Elisha.
The house was full with objects of unique type. 2 altars we found there, 2 pottery altars that were used for burning incense.
Lead archaeologist Ami Mazar also points out the difference in the structure of the house.
Normally houses have one entrance leading into a large space with rooms all around. This house was divided into 2 wings. The 2 wings were connected to one another through the back room. And each one of the wings had an opening towards the street.
Outside the room were incense altars, maybe used to make an offering to God, before entering to hear the prophet's message.
We found an ink inscription written in red ink on pottery. It's broken, unfortunately, but we reconstruct the name as Elisha.
Elisha was born about 7 miles from Tel Rehovul and Avel Mahola, and went throughout the kingdom of Israel, from Jericho to Samaria to Shunam.
I cannot say for sure that this particular Elisha that we found is the biblical Elisha. You know, it's very difficult to say. But it's very tempting because it's exactly the period when Elisha acted, the second half of the 9th century BC.
Elisha the prophet was known for telling the widow to borrow empty pots, fill them with a tiny cruse of oil, and sell them to pay her creditors, raising the Shunammite son from the dead, and instructing the Syrian army commander Naaman to wash in the Jordan River 7 times to be healed of leprosy. Archaeologist Stephen Fawn calls the evidence compelling.
With only 6 other people by the name of Elisha known in that time for a couple of centuries on either side, we can somehow believe that either there was just the luck that this holy man was also by the name of Elisha, or this was Elisha the prophet himself.
Another discovery pointing to Elisha is the discovery of 2 different inscriptions mentioning the family of Nimshi.
Remember, it was Elijah that was told to anoint Jehu, the son of Nimshi, to be king. He passed that on to Elisha, who sent out one of his disciples to finally do the anointing.
Many archaeologists shy away from drawing conclusions about the Bible, but some see it as a way of putting the pieces together.
Archaeology is like a huge puzzle. You know, we add information from one excavation, a second excavation, a third excavation, Chatzor, Megiddo, Tel Rehovul, Bet She'an, Samaria, and together we bring it into a large picture, the large puzzle, trying to decipher the material culture of the Israelites.
For Carrie Summers, who heads Nazareth Village, it's even more.
It's like any other archaeological site, in essence, is every scoop of dirt proves the Bible 1 scoop at a time, and this site is absolutely magnificent.
The future of the site is uncertain because its mud bricks are deteriorating. Experts hope, however, it can be preserved to help future generations understand the Bible.